All right. It's Club 50 Sports. We are back at you, and man, we've got some news for you. We are going to head to the association. We all know it's basketball season, so you know that Club 50 Sports is going to start dibbling and dabbling and swimming and dunking into the National Basketball Association. And we had quite the splash where an individual is now looking for another form of employment. These are tough times out here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the time where you want to lose your job, but as it turns out, the Mavs fire general manager Nico Harrison. We all know what this is kind of stemming from. One, Luka Doncic in the prime of his career being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for one Anthony Davis, who has had his injury woes to start the season, and of course, we know throughout his career. Manny, this is a loaded topic. So get yourself ready because we want to know what you think about this dismissal. So, what led to the dismissal of Harrison as GM for the Dallas Mavericks? The floor is yours, my friend.
Adam, so we know what happened, Adam. You just said it like right now, Adam. Um, Anthony Davis, you basically traded away a generational player last year for a player that is injury prone, Adam. If you're telling me that Anthony Davis, let's say, is averaging 28 points a game and 12 rebounds, and he is the reason why Dallas is winning, I don't think that this would have ever happened, Adam. At least for now. But Anthony Davis has been in and out of the lineup this season. The Mavs are 3-8 record, and he's only averaging 20 misty points, Adam, to start the year. And the other gorilla over there is averaging 40. So you got someone that's averaging 40 like Luca, and you got somebody that is averaging 20, and your franchise keeps losing. Adam. These things are gonna happen, Adam. But you know what, Adam? I think I'm gonna blame a little bit more ownership for pulling the plug for not wanting to give Luca the super max deal that he rightfully deserves, Adam. Um, Luca came in did the season in shape. I think Adam is on a franchise for you to hold someone accountable and let them know, you know what, dude, I need you to fucking be in shape when the season starts, dude. If you want that contract, you want that money, you better show me that you want that money by being disciplined with your diet. And look, he came in shape. As of right now, he's having a great season, averaging 40 points a game, and the other dude is averaging 20 and stays in and out of the lineup. This is why this man lost his job. Unfortunately, I'm going to trade away a generational player who's 26 years old, by the way, for someone who's 32 years old and is injury prone. That's what you get, dude. And guess what? That Dallas Mavericks crowd the other night they were calling for his head already. They were like, "No, it's get rid of the fucking guy." Like it's unfortunate, Adam, but this is the way that sports work. You pull one bad move, and it could haunt you for a long time. Best of luck to him. Hopefully, he gets another GM position, but we'll see how that goes, Adam. What do you say?
This isn't one bad move. This is this is how you find yourself out of work.
Yeah.
Period. This is how you find yourself out of work. Everybody understands what Luca is. Everybody understands Luca being one of the faces of this franchise. Everybody understands the bright future and the ceiling that Luca has. To go out there and for whatever reason feel like a 30-plus-year-old player who is also injury prone and truthfully has never lived up to even close to the threshold that Luca has offered the NBA. You're talking about a quite possibly a generational type player. We've always thought the world of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has never consistently lived up to
Yeah.
what we've expected when he came out of college. The brow. He hasn't
Yeah.
lived up to that. He's been more off the court than on the court. And those times and those glimpses that we've seen of him on the court have been phenomenal. But the fact of the matter is that availability plays a major role in this. And I get it. Luka in Dallas, maybe there was a little bit too much talking to the referees. Maybe there was issues of him coming into camp and not being in shape and things like that. But the fact of the matter is, everybody in the basketball world globally understood what this man was. And Anthony Davis, at no point in his career, was ever the shooting star that Luka Doncic was, is, and will be. The fact of the matter is that you can't make a worse decision as a general manager. You can't make a worse decision.
Yeah.
This was super, super bad. This is how you find yourself out of work and quite possibly never in the type of position that you once held for the Dallas Mavericks. This was a very, very poor decision on Nico Harrison's part. And the fact of the matter is now you see Doncic coming in, by the way, MVP, one of the leaders for the MVP, along with Wembanyama, and they're doing it without LeBron. He's winning without LeBron. So he's putting on a show. And the fact of the matter is, with everybody calling for your head in Dallas, not just now, but ever since you made the trade, there was death threats sent to this man because of what he did. This was a bad decision from the jump. And now to have these things correlated to what the decision that you made, for everybody to see it, not just in a long period of time. This has taken no time. We're not even a quarter into the season.
Yep.
Everybody can see the flaws in the decisions that you made when this guy's going out there and looking like a all-world player that everybody knew he was in Dallas. Yeah, your head's gonna roll, my friend. It would be different if he came out and he was looking sluggish and he was injured or what have you, just as
Correct.
Anthony Davis is. Him coming out looking like this, oh man, they're already carving your name in the tombstone, my brother. Nico Harrison, this was by far the worst decision that could have ever been made, and it took such a short period of time for everybody to see it.
I know. Yeah, guys, it's unfortunate to what happened to him, and yeah, at least a big dent in two in one a franchise, which is like the Dallas Mavs. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, Kyrie comes back and they turn things around, or maybe he does stay healthy, more healthier in the year. But I cannot guarantee that. Adam, me and you cannot guarantee that he's good for 10 games or 15 games. Missing, he will miss 10 to 15 games this season again. It's a given. It's a given.
And the
So
truth of the matter is, you brought up a great point. Ownership has to take some ownership in this as well. They have to take some accountability in this as well.
right,
Nico Collins did not just send Luka off without their blessing. At
correct.
some point, ownership had to say, hey, listen, we're on board. We think that it's a good idea. Yes, Nico pitched the idea. Of course, it may have taken a little while. Who knows how long it may have taken? It likely wasn't just a day where he was like, oh, we're going to trade Luka. But through talks, ownership bought into this, the front office bought into this. And at the end of the day, they have to take some accountability. But again, since when has the owner ever said, well, I'm going to dismiss myself from the team? They're not going to take money out of their own pocket, and somebody's got to be the fall guy. Dallas Mavericks fans, just as you also stated, have been clamoring that this guy needs to go. This was the most egregious decision that a GM can possibly make. And for that reason, I don't think it's unfortunate. I just ultimately think that you got to make better decisions in the future. Luka Doncic, we all saw and got to witness who and what this man was, not just to basketball, but to the city of Dallas. And for that reason, Nico Harrison has gotten his exit papers, and we'll see how it goes from here on out.
See what happens, guys. Well, let us know what you think about this firing. Um, you blame ownership, you blame Miko for this. Let us know. Please comment, as we love to see your comments, and please like the content. As Club Sports will be right back.